Okay, so we need a cylinder. So we inset, and then we do cylinder, and we do, in this case we want it to go X, and then we're going to grab it and scale it way down. I'm going to pick the fat first, usually. It makes it easier. So we'll scale this down to match the thickness there. Okay. And then we want to go thin, fat. There's detail pieces all through here. Thin, fat, and then thin on the other side for now. Okay. So let's take a look at this in solo. And what we're going to do is go to the key modeler, or the Z modeler, look at this and say inset. Edge loop complete. No. Maybe that's not what I want. Maybe it's polygons. Yeah. I'm gonna, no, that's not it either. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and we're gonna make it Control Shift to make it disappear so everything else is there, and then we're gonna do this to get rid of it. So there's nothing, those are capped now. Then I'm gonna delete hidden, so now I don't have those anymore. And then I'm gonna use a new tool that we haven't used before called close, and we can do convex or concave hole or whatever. But really, all I'm going to do is click here and drag. I'm going to drag right. I'm going to drag up and down, up and down. And I just want it to do 2 lines like that. Okay, thanks. Then I'm going to come back to poly group. My polys here. Turn this down a little bit. So there. We're going to come to here. And we're going to push spacebar to grab it. It's confusing because it disappears for a second, but that's the way it works. Then we're going to come back to here and go spacebar, and we're going to go transpose, and we're going to click on that poly group, and then we're going to go this way, and then we're going to reset our X transform. We're going to hold Control and drag it out. Probably should bring up our stuff here, and that looks about right. We can just drag it back a little bit, and we're going to drag it, Control drag it out a little bit more. And then we're going to scale it out so it's good and wide for us here. Weirdly, it's not even though, so let's reset that. So we'll scale it out. Why is it? Oh. So for whatever reason, when I center this, it's not actually centering it on that. So it sucks, but if I hold Alt and I move it over, to the center here, then when I scale, it'll scale evenly in all directions, or it should be. Oh, apparently it's not on the height either. So hold Alt and drag this down. Okay. There we go. Even enough. I don't need it that big. And we can pull it back a little bit. And then hold Control and drag it again. And that's that. And then we go back to Z Modeler. Deselect everything. Go to our edge. Drag to reshape. We just want 2. Actually, we could probably live with this one. And then we'll go back to box, or poly. Click on this. Actually, you know what? We'll click on this and go Alt, Alt. We don't want it to be the same, just in case. Okay, and then we're going to go to transpose, transpose, click. Now we've got that set up. And we're going to Alt and set this, and then Control and move. And then we got our poly right there. And that may be too thick. Make sure it's not centered there. Crazy. Drag it right to the center. Scale it in just a bit. And then control and drag it out. That's close enough. And then we'll turn on off solo. Take a look. Hide this. Turn off this. And I think. Okay, so there's another thing that's sitting right here. I didn't even know why I didn't notice it, that they usually don't. I don't know why I didn't notice it. So instead of trying to, I'm going to look and see real quick from, it's the shield from the kickback, or from the bullet, I assume. It's just, wow, it's different than I expected. Okay, I thought it had a cover right here, you know, the back of the gun, but it doesn't. So, interestingly, let me back out and see if the other picture has a different, and that one's not going to be any different. It looks like they do there. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think this was supposed to have a cover on it. Anyway, that's good enough for now. That's a lot of work you all did for this. So, if you want, I would suggest you putting in all these too as separate pieces, though, or even the greeble or the greebles. I call them greebles, but you know, all that. But now we've got our blocked out gun. And some of the scales right, some of the scales a little off. We're going to tweak everything, this especially. But if you want, you could come back in here and just do, like, let's do this. I always have a hard time finding it. It's so funny because I model kit, machine parts. Let me see what this one is. If you want to add in any more of the little bullet or the little details, I suggest you do. I'm gonna look for a nice there. I know this isn't exactly right, but that's a good place. All right, I'm gonna click on that one, and then I'm gonna come to here, click on this sucker, and do this. Too big. Right now, do it on the flat parts. Don't worry about the other ones for now, because we got to get those cut out. The wood gets cut out, so you can come in here and do all these little pieces like that. If you want to do flat ones, you can. There's flat ones in there. There's little these. That. I don't know if there's hex pieces or not. There's a lot of pieces in here. I'm going to use this one. And then, like this one, right there. Probably can get away with this, the simple one on here. Yeah. But these carved ones we need to do by hand. We need to get it carved out first. And if you want, you can come in here and look at this one and do these little ones too. This tiny one. And then there's one over there. Oops, that's wrong. Anyway, okay. That's about... Oh, we didn't do this piece yet. Okay, one more piece. Now, you know, this piece you do yourself. It's just a box, I would say. Eventually we're going to cut this stuff up. But for now, that should do it. Here's the what I have set up for us to keep working on as of next time. And I don't like what I did here, so I would try to not mess it up like I did here. Let me grab this one, Shift F, go to QMesh, grab that, turn off for the edges, do nothing, turn off for the polygons, the edges, do nothing, and then here, just pull some of these things back out. You can even do transpose on these edges here, like if you take that edge and say transpose and click on it and see. Oh, that was weird. If you can get it. Oh. Weird. Anyway, try and get it as clean as possible, but it's, as you know, it's going to be changed eventually. You could also try and see if, let's see, subtool, I'm sorry, geometry, clay polish. What's that do? Wow, that's not what we want. We don't have enough polys to do all the detail stuff at this point. But there you go. That's what we boxed in. It's all pretty much poly tools. Some things I'm crazy about, some things I'm not. It's okay, it's the blocked in version. Okay,